Hillary Clinton, have you heard about this lady? Her husband was the former governor of Arkansas. He became president. Then she became a senator from New York. Then she became Secretary of State. Now she wrote a book called Hard Choices. And she was interviewed by Diane Sawyer on ABC News and had some interesting things to say about the Clintons' life post-presidency.
It has been reported you've made $5 million making speeches. The president's made more than $100 million.
Well, if you have no reason to remember, but we came out of the White House not only dead broke, but in debt. We had no money when we got there, and we struggled to, piece together the resources for mortgages, for houses, for Chelsea's education. It was not easy.
They had no money when they got there. I didn't know that. And then not only dead broke, but in debt when they left. Max, we were watching this before we started, and you picked up on an interesting added S.
Yeah, I mean, she makes it sound like her life was really hard having multiple houses.
Houses.
Yeah, it was plural. I can't believe that they left the White House. Is that true?
Well, actually, according to Open Secrets, in 2000, when the Clintons left the White House, they had a net worth of negative $10 million. But you could only get to a net worth of negative $10 million if you had access to tons of money before that. So for her to imply that somehow they were dead broke or really in debt, knowing how much money was about to come in, $100 million for Bill's speeches,
look, there are levels of insanely rich.
Yeah.
Okay, and we will probably never be in this boat, but I get where she's coming from.
We work for the Young Turks.
You're right. That's true. It's all possible. But
yeah.
no, I mean, I think yes. There's a little bit of disingenuousness going on here, but at the same time, yeah, they had to pay a lot of legal fees for all that Whitewater crap and all the other sort of bullshit accusations that got hurled at them over the course of 8 years. They had a daughter to put through school. Yes, they have multiple houses. No one is thinking that these people are, going to go on food stamps or understand the idea of genuine poverty, but I don't begrudge them the ability to make money making speeches. I mean,
I agree.
So we'll get to that part. I don't think anyone begrudges them the chance to make money. By the way, Bill Clinton, as former president, gets a yearly salary stipend of like $120,000, which is still more than most people make, on top of all the money for speeches and all that. All right, so let's talk about then what happened after. So then Hillary chimed in with this.
First of all, we had to pay off all our debts, which was, you had to make double the money because of obviously taxes, and then pay off the debts and get us houses and take care of family members.
But do you think Americans are going to understand 5 times the median income in this country for one speech?
Well, let me put it this way. I thought making speeches for money was a much better thing than getting connected with any one group or company, as so many people who leave public life do.
Oh, she's so much better than everyone else in public life, because not only does she doesn't take money from one giant company, she takes money pretty much from everybody. She's taken a lot of money from Goldman Sachs. Defend her, go.
All right, how many seconds before Eric Cantor becomes a lobbyist, all right?
Oh yeah, I'm not defending Eric,
how
of course,
much of a revolving door is for these people to go back and like shill for, big armaments or for pharma or whoever else. So I will at least give her the point, like, yeah, you accept money for speeches, you were at least singing for your supper. It's a great supper, obviously, but you're not in anybody's pocket, which so many former politicians are. I'm not saying.
So you don't think she's in anyone when she takes $500,000 for 2 speeches from Goldman Sachs? You don't think?
I'm not saying the Clintons are pure and perfect or anything else, but I'm just saying I think we're kind of piling on for a relatively non-gross way of being a former politician.
Yeah, well said.
Based on what other people are doing.
Yeah, and I've seen Clinton speak on behalf of Clinton Global Initiative, and I'm always completely inspired by him and the work that they're doing, and yeah, I don't begrudge them anything.
Yeah, but this to me this isn't about begrudging, because I agree with you. They have to make money somehow. People pay them for these speeches. That's fine. We are a capitalistic society. It's more the idea that she's framing it as if they struggled. Which it's so. Do you think they've ever not been able to get, since he's been president, or even probably a little bit before that. Do you think there's anything they've ever wanted that they haven't been able to get? Have they ever not been able to go to a restaurant that they wanted to go to, or buy a car that they wanted, or anything? So it's the struggle. It's not the right to earn.
But maybe the question here is, why is Diane Sawyer framing it like, oh, how dare you make this much money? Go ask George W. Bush that question. Go ask, any former senator who is now, shilling for Northrop Grumman that question. I don't know why when Hillary does it, suddenly it's the worst thing ever.
Well, I totally hear that, and listen, I would give Dick Cheney as much shit for helping Halliburton get contracts, which then end up back. So yeah, I'm just giving them all equal. This isn't necessarily all about.
It reminds me of that line from The Dark Knight Rises. We're talking about superhero movies, so it brings it to mind. They don't even go broke like the rest of us.
No, they don't. None of us. Could I ever get in $10 million debt? That would be virtually impossible.
No, this is 1% style bankruptcy, which is that somebody is willing to loan you $10 million and you're able to pay it back and then some.
Yeah, a pretty good set of problems. Why is it that people are so afraid of being proud of success? Because I think that goes to what you're saying about Diane Sawyer's question. There's this idea that everyone has to be struggling all the time.
Well, people who are running for president need to come off as relatable and
Whoa, are you saying Hillary's running for president?
I hear vague things. I don't know, but I think this is clearly part of the narrative of just plain folks, which they have worked to a certain extent or other ever since leaving Arkansas.
Yeah. Do you think we have this weird implicit shame about success in this country?
If we do, it's sad. I like to think that we should, be proud of people and hold people as examples when they become successful for noble causes, And I think it's important to see them as relatable, but I think that their necessity for that has passed. That's what got him into office.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that that the success that they've had post presidency, I think, is warranted.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think what we learned here is that I will not be voting for Hillary. I think Alonso will be voting for Hillary.
Well, maybe. I don't know. It depends on who runs against her. I don't know.
And Max, possibly. I see a possible. I see a probable. Okay.